Alright, I'm back here today. I'm gonna make a grow barrel and grow bed, kind of like a raised bed. I'm gonna cut this barrel in half along this seam. I'm gonna leave these holes here like this because I might want to use it for something else later, maybe a hydroponic bed or something. But anyway, I got in the middle of my barrel here and I used my speed square to mark it, and then I'm going to mark it down both sides and all the way around, cut it in half with my skill saw. So let me finish marking it and I'll get back. Alright, I did pretty good. I managed to cut the barrel in half pretty straight. It's not too bad on the inside. Two halves. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to butt them together like that and just make one long bed. And I'm going to go get some 2x4s and run one down one side, one down the other, and then build 4 legs for it. So let me run go get them and some screws, and I'll be back. Okay, I've gone to the hardware store and I've got some 2x4s and some screws. I'm starting by screwing the I'm starting by screwing the plastic to the 2x4. What I'm going to do is just screw it together and then trim the 2x4 off, and then we worry about that later after we get done. And then I got some more 2x4s over there that I'm going to use for legs. So let me get to it. Alright, I've mounted the boards, one on each side. I've still got to cut them off, and one of them pieces is going to become end cap like this one right here, so that it'll give it some strength. Then I'm going to make some legs to go on the 4 corners. So I'm going to trim the ends off down here, and then I'll cut one of them to go across, and then we'll make legs. Alright, we got the end pieces on. I already had that one on, put that one on, cut it off. Next we're going to make legs for it. I think I might drill some holes down the middle for drainage. Kind of thinking about putting 2 boards down the middle to clamp that shut. I don't know if I am or not. I don't know if it's worth it. We'll worry about that down the road. But first, let me go ahead and make the legs, and I'll see if I can get a take and drill some holes in the bottom of that for drainage, so that my roots don't rot and stuff like that. Okay, I cut 4 legs, 36 inches long, 3 foot, and now I'm gonna put one on each corner, and then I'll probably put a stringer between the legs to support it, and maybe a couple of pieces at an angle to keep it from swaying one way or the other. Alright, I got the first 2 legs on. As you can see, I put 5 screws in each leg, and now I'm going to flip it over and put the other 2 legs on. Just so you can see, I pre-drill all my holes with a 1/8 drill bit, 1/8 inch drill bit, so that they don't split the wood, and it helps it structurally too. Alright, these are the screws that I'm using if I can get this sucker to focus. I don't know why it won't focus, but anyway, they're 3 by number 9. You know, like $10 a pound. Damn ridiculous. They're the kind that have the T25 head on them, Torx 25. I had to buy a bit for that. I don't know how much that thing was. I just picked it up because I needed to go. Alright, I got these legs on. Put a few extra screws in that one. Just getting carried away. And just to show you, no matter how much prep work you do, if you drive the screw head down past the surface, you are going to split the wood. So I put a screw in the side to hold it together. Definitely going to put some stringers on there. Anyway, I'm going to stand it up and put stringers on it. I'll be right back. Alright, I got it upright and I put a stringer on it. And I'm going to put another stringer on the other side. I was running out of wood, so I had to use a piece of scrap that I had. We're going to put that on the other side next. This piece here. Alright, we got the cross stringers on. See, piece of scrap I had to put in down there, and that stringer there. It wobbles a little bit because the ground ain't level, but it's stout. It don't move. I think I might leave it like that. If I get any problems out of it, then I'll have to put a piece from here to there to strengthen it, but I think it'll be all right. Anyway, let me move where I want to put it for now, and I'm gonna put some compost in the bottom right along here, and then I bought some garden soil and put over the top of it to plant my plants in, and that way the compost will continue to compost in the bottom of the barrels and become more nutritious for the plants. I'm going to go ahead and drill some holes on the bottom so that it'll have some drainage, and then we'll put it somewhere. Alright, I drilled a series of 1/8 inch holes all the way across the bottom, 20 or so. You can see right there. That hole there, I don't have a bung cover for it. Actually I might, but if I don't, I'm just going to lay a piece of brown paper over it. It'll degrade over time, but it'll keep the dirt in. I did the same over here, and that one's got a bung in it with a spigot, which I'm never going to use, but it don't work anyway. But now we're going to put it over there by the blackberries, I think, and fill it up. Yeah. Alright, I just wanted to show you. Filled up about halfway with this compost. It's got that's cocoa coir in it, and stuff that's been breaking down for a year now. I did put some grass in there the other day. I did not sift it, even though I made a sifter. I'm just gonna go ahead and fill them up because I got plants I got to put in the ground. I went to the hardware store and bought some live plants to put in there, some starters. And this is what I'm using here: raised bed soil, Miracle Grow, and put it on top. I'm gonna use this here brown paper to cover that hole. It'll keep the soil in, and it'll biodegrade. So let me do that and I'll be right back. So yeah, I just put the paper in there and covered it with dirt. I'll compost it next time I compost. This is stuff from the lawnmower. Not looking too bad. Debbie's gonna get me something to cut this bag with, and I'm gonna put at least one bag, if not two, in each one. Then I'm gonna water them down, let them sit overnight, and then I'll plant my plants in the morning while it's cool. Alright, that's where 2 buckets of compost and 1 bag of garden soil got me. Probably about 4 buckets in total. I'm gonna add a little bit more to this side, and I haven't added any garden soil to this side yet, so let me do that. Wow, what a difference between bags. This one was dried out more, and this one was a little damp, but I mean, look at the difference in soil. Crazy. I'm going to cut one more and separate it between the two. I don't think I'll put the whole thing in there though. Just needs a little bit more. Alright, that bag was dark too. It was a nice looking bag as well. Debbie seems to think it's because one was wet. I don't know. I think it's just a better soil. The other one looked like it wasn't cooked enough, but you know, might be. This one's full. That one isn't quite as full. I'm gonna soak it down, and then tomorrow I'll add more on top of this one. This is when it had the lighter one in it, so you can see when I added to it, it's darker already. See? So we'll soak it down, and I'll add more to it tomorrow. Alright, I just wanted to give you one last look after I wet it down. You can see this one's still pretty dark. You can see wood pieces in it. I think this was mixed more with something else. This is still brown. When I opened the other bag and put it on top, filled it up, and you see it has larger pieces of wood in it. This is just poor quality control by Miracle Grow. Very sad that they can't do a better job at composting. I understand it takes time, but for the price that they charge, they should at least make sure the product is quality and not crap, because I could buy crap for $2 a bag, you know. But yeah, you can tell the difference there to there. That looks much better. Even wet is still this color. So anyway, I'll back up and let you see it. Looks like it's going to hold up well. I still have the hose running. I got to cut it off. But that's raised bed soil by Miracle-Gro. And I added my own compost to the bottom of the raised bed. I think what I might end up doing is putting another stringer across here to support the bottom of the barrel across here. We might do that later. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and tell all your friends about me. Y'all have a great day.